Hi, and welcome to what's probably going to be the last thing I will be posting on this channel for a good while. Because, simply put, I've run out of material. I've never been a short story person, so I haven't written many short stories at all. And I don't think I'm that good at it, to be honest. I've always liked long form much more, the full immersion, the room to introduce characters in fun ways, and it's the same when I watch things, play things, read things. I always prefer those sagas, those multiple installment games, those TV shows. I'm not a fan of movies at all. They just end too quickly and start, and I don't have time to get into the story, into the characters, into any of it. So I'm pretty sure it shows in my short stories versus my novels, and also the fact that I do have writing projects that I want to work on, and they are all books. So I suppose that's it. If you liked what I was doing here for a little while, then thank you for joining me. If you'd like to see more from me that's not related to writing and whatever, I'll probably be making some kind of Let's Play on my other channel at some point. I know they don't come very often, and I cannot say when the next one will come, but certainly something at some point, right? And in the meantime, I hope you will find a way to enjoy the thing that I will be reading here today, which is kind of a short story, but not really. It's a full story, as in it has a beginning and an end, but it's in the form of a dialogue, like a script. It's not very long. And to make it easier to follow, I've used a few pictures generated with the amazing Midjourney AI. And feel free to let me know if it worked or if it was really not very palatable with me reading for all the parts, quote unquote, in the story, in the dialogue. And well, yeah, basically, thank you for joining me here. And I don't know what comes next. I am considering doing a reading of my butterfly book that I've once upon a time posted a few chapters here, if I remember correctly. Of course, it's been rewritten since. The entire beginning has been changed. I may be doing something with it, but I'm not sure of it, so I guess only time will show. I also wanted to do something with Midjourney for it, but and excuse me for going on a bit of a side rant, but I find it absolutely fascinating. I've been trying to illustrate a story with Midjourney, but right now I don't think it's possible. First of all, there is no real option to keep coherent character design, not that I know of. Maybe with importing pictures, but you can import only one. I haven't figured out a way to do this just yet. So without a coherent character design, it would all be like, kind of reminds me of that movie. Once upon a time, there was a movie called Juno, I believe, about a teen pregnancy, I think it was, and there were various actresses playing the main character, which was just to show that it's not about a single girl, that it affects many of them. I think that was a very smart gimmick for a movie. That is to say, it wouldn't really work for illustrating a story, be it a short story or a novel. And there's also the fact that it's still not that easy or straight up impossible to make the AI actually illustrate the scene you're describing precisely. For instance, I tried to generate a scene from the book where there is a lake that has like an oily like substance on top of it. Well, it looks like it. So like iridescent, a little bit colorful kind of oily surface of the lake, and above it there's a stairway made out of glass tiles, steps, however you would like to call it, that slowly climb up to the sky and turn into a tree that turns into a glowing galaxy of stars, like like a tree made of glass tiles that go up and then they start to look like stars, which is like, it's a very difficult concept for the AI to understand from whatever I was trying to prompt it with. And there's a lot of things like that. There are some things that it illustrates wonderfully, and there are things that it just cannot handle right now. It cannot handle hands, for instance. So any sort of scene or like a zoom on hands with people doing something, touching something, that wouldn't work just yet. I'm sure it will be figured out in time, and the whole thing is just amazing. It blew my mind when I first started to use it, and I'm absolutely amazed. But I think there are still limitations when it comes to illustrating something, and I did want to make videos of my reading the book with many illustrations from the AI coming up, well, not flashing, but just coming on the screen to make it like a movie would be too generous, but a slideshow with a narration, I think it would be amazing. But I don't think I can do it yet. So yeah, I'm not sure if I will be doing anything for this channel for a while. It's been fun for what it was, but I have so many other things that I have to do, that I want to do, that I need to do, and well, have need, same thing, right? And now I'm rambling as well, because to be fair, probably one of the things that I dislike the most about short series, short movies, short games is that they end, and they end way too fast, and I hate endings. Can't stand them. Whenever I play a long game, I usually just... It's not like I decide, yeah, I'm not going to end this, I'm going to cut it here and pretend it never happened. No, I just drift away. Because I think subconsciously I just despise endings, so I'd rather just leave it be, like I'm going to finish it at some point, sometime, this kind of thing. And I probably that's also why TV shows and huge sagas are better for me. I just, as long as I don't get to the epilogue, I'm going to be fine. But the second I start to read that crap, I just want to cry. And then I feel so empty and depressed for the next week or month, depending how it was. Even the happy endings, just, I don't know. It's a quirk of mine, so yeah. Well, I suppose this isn't the last video on the channel. This isn't the ending video on the channel. This is just a rant, and then there is a story coming, so there will be no actual ending. We'll just drift away and have a lovely day, everyone.